ready for the 9th. There they go. They're off and racing, and Danny Bella with Oliver Deal, the first of them to leave, with Spillanova starting to bustle through. Up there early, Gates of Babylon, Bow Count also rushing forward, followed by Frio. Kick a goal, son, Johnston Porter there, just easing him back, going forward now up in advance of it. There is Weapon Son. Over on the inside then, getting back the Verdict, being followed further back by Galiba, which has got its ears ridden off back there in the second half of the field. Back with Rock on Tommy, then Fred Dagg, second last. The tail ender is Frosty Heart. It's Oliver Deal that had worked its way to the lead though. At the 800 they head. Oliver Deal 3/4 over the mare Danny Bella. Bow Count posted wide. It's up 3 deep. Spillanova's back on the inside, travelling fourth, and then came Frio in the middle. Gates of Babylon has got the back there of Bow Count 3 deep when they come to the 550. Back near the rails then came the Verdict. In behind them came Kick a Goal Son, probably 5 from the leader here at the top of the home straight, being followed further back. On the outside by Weapon Son, it and Kick a Goal Son had brushed together there. He got caught up in a traffic jam with Kick a Goal Son. He's got nowhere to go at all. At the 200 now, Danny Bella races to the lead. Frio down the outside with Weapon Son. Now Kick a Goal Son gets clear. He's starting to charge home, but it's Weapon Son racing up on the outside to grab the lead. Weapon Son got the money. Weapon Son beat Frio, Danny Bella, the luckless Kick a Goal Son fourth, followed by Rock on Tommy, Spillanova, the Verdict from last. Frosty Heart was getting home well. In behind them, Bow Count, Gates of Babylon dropping out. Back there in the field, Galiba, then Fred Dagg, and Oliver Deal has put the cue right back into the rack to run Stone Motherless last. Weapon Son, 750 into 550. It was the market mover late. The favourite Kick a Goal Son got himself caught up in an awkward angle and has missed a place. There, Weapon Son, Kick a Goal Son, they did brush together down by the 250 as Johnston Porter was trying to work out underneath of Harvey, but he was having none of that. The Pontiff, Weapon Son second up, wins it from Frio. Danny Bella, Kick a Goal Son got going, but the birds had flown and finishes up there in fourth spot. Weapon Son and Oratorio Weapon S Gelding is owned by G.R. Lillyman, G. Buglehull, G. Novak, R. Humphreyson, Amy Evans, Michael Foles, R. West, Mrs. N. Verrett, J. Proctor, R. Trigwell, G. Cooper, M. Cross S. Brooks, trained by Lindsay Smith, Paul Harvey there aboard, and 850 into 550 was a good move. Second two, Frio by Izmir from Mexican Lass, Brad Rawilla for trainer Kirsten Mellis, and Danny Bella third, the smug mare from Bell Times, George Dupre, teaming up with apprentice Bo Banovic. Edwards fourth was at number 8, Kick a Goal Son. 3-2, 4-8, and the margins are 3/4 into neck, 125.10 the time. That last 600, 36.35. Weapon Son with its 5th win in 25 outings here today at Belmont Park. Going to race 10 over 1600 at 20 minutes to 6. 10 Valenci is the scratching out of the next event on the program. As we join Britt Taylor down there in the yard after this victory.
Thanks, Darren. I have Donna from the Lindsay Smith yard, and we always say Lindsay's a genius, Donna, but the last start at 1,000 metres and then straight up to 1,400 posed no concern and get the job done.
Yeah, for sure. He found the 1,000 a little bit sharp for him. He come to us and he was quite a fresh little horse, but now he's been working on Lindsay's track, and the way Lindsay trains, he's just sort of can stretch him out a bit further now. I think we're just taking a little bit of freshness out of his legs. So Lindsay was very, very keen to step him up to the 14. He was quite confident he'd go well.
Behind the scenes, have you seen him with that edge just taken off him with that heavy sand work?
Yeah, for sure, and he's a nicer horse too, because when he first came he was a bit difficult to ride and a little bit go-y, but he's actually sort of come, the staff have done a terrific job, the riders have done a great job with him, and he's come to hand terrific now, and he goes around much more settled, and he's a lovely horse.
Clearly it's working for him, the routine. What about Find Your Man? I know you guys were relatively confident for the WA debut. How's he been?
He's been really good. He hasn't looked back at all, but yeah, we're quite disappointed. I guess we're under the opinion that he maybe settled too close, even though he put himself there and travelled terrific. He just found nothing. So today, Lindsay, strict instructions to go back, ride him quiet and let him hit the line, and hopefully that does the trick.
Hopefully that does the trick later on. Well done on this one.
Lovely, thank you.
There's Donna Reardon after the victory of Weapon Sun, and they've done a great job with this horse, and I thought she outlined it really nicely there, Scott, just in terms of how he arrived a fresh go-y type, and nothing like a bit of heavy sand to knock the edge out of a horse, and sounds like he's a lot more pleasant to deal with than when first arriving, and it's clearly served him well on the racetrack as well, because he's been able to step up to 1400 and be victorious.
It is. That is the genius of Lindsay Smith, and in the run you could watch the genius that is Paul Harvey. Paul, talk us through the run.
Yeah, we're probably intending on to be a bit closer. It wasn't going to happen, so I just kind of had to get him back a length to get him into the 3 deep with cover line. From then, it panned out pretty well.
You had the favourite tucked away on your inside too.
Yeah. I thought he was going to get out at one stage, but we were able to keep our line.
What about Al Capone later on? Can he make it 2 in a row?
Oh, I hope so. You know, it's the way sometimes they win their maiden and it gets a bit tough, but cross fingers he can keep on winning.
Beautiful to watch. Well done.
Yeah, cheers.
The Pont won't be letting the favourite out, sure about that. And it works for him because Weapon Sun wins race number 9 from Frio, the horse that was retired and has made his return to the racetrack. Great to see him back in form, and Danny Bella in for third. 3, 2, 4 and 8, the numbers from the 9th.